Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. On today's tutorial, I'll be sharing with you how to draft this princess seam bustier. So if it's something you like, watch the video to the end. So let's dive in. Now the first thing we'll be needing is measurement. So we need our shoulder width, bust, under bust, shoulder to bust point, waist, bust span, which is nipple to nipple, shoulder to waistline, that's for the front, and shoulder to waist for the back and armhole. So let's start. Now on my pattern paper, I've already marked out my shoulder to bust point, which was 10 inches, shoulder to my front waistline, which is 16 inches. So you can see I've marked them out. Then the next thing is I'm going to my shoulder line to interpret my shoulder width. Now the shoulder width is 14. 14 divided by 2 gave me 7. So I mark 7. Now the neck width I'm using for this is 3 by depth of 4 inches. So I'll be using my curve ruler to bring out the curve of the neckline. Now this is me curving out the neckline. Now the next thing is to slope my shoulder. So I'm using 1 inches for the shoulder slope. I'm using my ruler to connect it from the tip of the neck to the width of the shoulder. Now moving down, I'll be taking my armhole measurement. Now the armhole, how I got my armhole is my bust divided by 6 plus 1.5 gave me 7.5 inches. So that's what I'm using for the armhole depth. So I'll mark my armhole depth from my shoulder width down. Then I'll bring out the line, both vertical and horizontal. Now the horizontal now is now my chest line. So I'll go back to the armhole length and mark look for the midpoint of the armhole and go in by half an inch. Now going back to my chest line, I'll interpret my bust, which is 34 divided by 4 gave me 8.5. Now moving down to the waistline, I'll interpret my waist, which is 7.5 plus my dart allowance 1 inches, which is 8.5. So I'll be connecting my lines with the ruler. Now after I'm done with that, I'll connect my from the shoulder tip to the midpoint of the armhole and down to the chest line. So you can see the way I used the curve ruler to curve out the armhole. Now I'm done with that. I'll move to the bust line and mark my bust span. That's the apex to apex or the nipple to nipple is 7. 7 divided by 2 is 3.5 inches. So I'll mark my 3.5 on the bust line and on the waistline. Now I'll go back to my waist and mark the dart leg. Now I remember I added 1 inches to my waist, so that 1 inches is serving as my dart, so I'll mark half inches. Now to connect the dart, I'll drop down from the bust point with 1 inches, then I'll connect my dart to the waistline. Now you can see the way I'm connecting it to the waistline. Now I'm done connecting. The next thing is to bring out my bust dart. Now my bust dart is the difference between the front and my back. My front neck length is 16, while for the back is 14.5. So I have different of 1.5. So that 1.5 is my bust dart. Now after I'm done, I'll move to the armhole and look for the midpoint of the armhole line. Yes, you can see the way I place my ruler to look for the midpoint of the armhole. From there, I'll connect the midpoint of my armhole to my bust point. Yes, to the straight line. You can see the way I'm connecting it. So the midpoint of my hammer, I connected it to the bust point. Now I'm going back to the midpoint of the armhole. I'll go out by 1 inches. The reason why I'm going out with by 1 inches is because by the time I want to join the center front with the side, I want it to align at that point. I don't want to be shorter, so I added 1 inches. And I'll be tightening my bust, or I'll be contouring it at that point with 0.5, which is half inches. So I will use my ruler and connect it back to the bust point. You can see the way I use my ruler. So I tighten the bust at that point with 0.5. Now I'll place my tape and measure my shoulder to underbust. My shoulder to underbust is 13 inches. So you can lower the tape and measure it directly from your bust point. So from my bust point is 3.5 inches. So whichever way you want to do it, you can place it from your shoulder to down to your measurement, or you mark it from bust point, that's the radius. Now the distance between your bust point and my underbust, so it's 3.5 inches. Now I'll mark Now I'll interpret my underbust, and after interpreting my underbust, I have excess of 1 1/4 inches. So I'll share it into three. So on the side panel, I'll be using 0.7, while on the center front, I'll be using half inches. So those are what I marked on those points: 0.7 inches and half inches on the center front. So that's what I marked. So that's what I'm using to tighten the bust. So you can see the way I connect. I measured it from the center line. Now I'll connect the that now back to the waistline. Same thing for the side and same thing for the center front. I hope you understand. If you have any question, you can drop it at the comment section. Now, um, crossing the dot to indicate that I'll be cutting it off my pattern. Those are the lines I'll be cutting out. Those are the lines I'll be cutting out the dots to tighten the bust. Now, the next thing is to cut out my front pattern. If you have watched this tutorial to this point, why not give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and share with friends. The next thing now is to cut out the dart leg. Yes, starting from the waistline, going to the under bust, and carefully shaping the bust point so that at that point it will not look very pointy. So going in gently with the scissors and taking off the dart leg, both at the waistline and the one at the midpoint of the shoulder. Now on the bust that I'll be slashing it and closing it so that it can add fullness to the cup. Now you can see the way I slash it to the bust point, then I'll use my tape to tape it down. You can see the way it's looking, the cup is already forming. Then I'll trim off whatever excess I have. I'll trim them off. Now the next thing is to notch to indicate the bust point. I'm notching the side panel. I'll do the same thing at the center front too to indicate my bust point. You can notch both the bust point on and the under bust so that when you're joining your patterns, they can align. Now the next thing I'm doing is adding my green lines to the pattern and indicating the one that is side, that's the center front side panel, then the number of pattern to cut when I'm transferring it on my fabric. Now for the front, I'm adding my green line also. Then the front will be cut on fold. Yes, that's in I'm indicating a cut on fold for the front. Now my front is ready. Now the next thing is to draft the. Now for the back, I'm marking my shoulder to waistline, which is 14.5. Yes, from the shoulder point, I'll mark shoulder to waist 14.5. Then I'll move back to the shoulder and mark the shoulder width. The shoulder width is 7, the same thing at the front, is the same thing that will happen at the back. Now, the the width of the neckline for the front is 3 inches. So I'll mark 3 inches for the width of the neckline. Now the depth, I'm using 1.5 for the back. So I'll mark my 1.5 and bring my curve ruler to curve the neck out. Now the next thing is to slope the shoulder. I'm using 1 inches for my shoulder slope. So I'll mark my 1 inches and connect it to the shoulder tip. Now after I'm done with that, I'll measure my armhole, same thing, bust divide by 6 plus 1.5, 7.5 inches. So I'll mark my shoulder, then I'll bring out the line horizontally, then I'll mark it from the shoulder, where my slope is stopping. I'll bring out the depth of my armhole. So after I'm done with that, I'll look for the midpoint of my armhole depth and mark and go in with quarter inches. I'll go in with quarter inches. Now I'll move on the chest line. I'll interpret my bust. Same thing I did at the front, 8.5. I walked back to the waistline, interpret my waist measurements plus that allowance. Then I'll connect the chest and the waistline together. So this is me connecting it. After I'm done, I'll go back to the armhole and connect from my armhole tip to the midpoint and to the chest line. Now I'm done with that. The next thing is to interpret my apex to apex on the waist, on the chest line and on the waistline. So I'll draw a straight line, and on the waistline I'll mark half inches for the dart leg. Then I'll connect it to the chest line. Now the back pattern is ready. The next thing is I'll remove the zip bulge with half inches. Then I'll connect it a little bit up from the chest line, like 2 inches above the chest line. Yes, that's the zip bulge. Now my back pattern is ready. Now the next thing is to move to the armhole and look for the midpoint of the armhole. Now I want to bring out my princess seam line for the back. Now after looking for the midpoint of the armhole, I've gotten it. Now I'm going to connect it to the center, the apex line that I use. Now the next thing is to cut out the back pattern. Now I'm done cutting and I'm removing the zip bulge from the pattern. Now the next thing is to cut out the dart leg. Yes, to cut out the dart leg. Now the next thing is to cut out the two patterns. So now my patterns are ready, the center back and the side back. The next thing is to indicate on the pattern the center, the side back and the center panel, and also indicate the number of pattern I'll be cutting on my fabric. Now if you like to see the sewing tutorial of this, comment so in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe so that you can see more of my videos. See you in my next video.